Hello, my dear students. So today we are going to discuss the NCERT solutions of getting to know plants. Okay, so let's start. The first question is correct the following statements and rewrite them in your notebook. So the incorrect statement is given and we have to write the correct statement. The A part is a stem absorbs the water and minerals from the soil. It's incorrect. The roots absorbs water and minerals from the soil. So let us write down the first correct statement. It is the roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. We know that it is not the function of stem, it is the function of roots to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Okay. Next is the B part. Leaves hold the plant upright. It's incorrect. The stem holds the plant upright. So we will rewrite the statement. Stem holds the plant upright. Okay. The next is C statement. Roots conduct water to the leaves. It's incorrect. Stem conducts water to the leaves. It is the function of stem to transport the water to the leaves, conduct water to the leaves. So we will write it as stem conducts water to the leaves. The stem conducts water to the leaves. After that, let's go to the next part. The number of petals in and sepals in a flower is always equal. That's not correct. The number of petals and sepals, the number of petals and sepals in a flower may or may not be equal. Okay, that's not always compulsory they are equal. So we can write that the number of petals and sepals in a flower may or may not be equal. Okay, so this is the statement D. The next statement is if the sepals of a flower are joined, its petals are also joined together. This is not correct. The correct statement is if the sepals of a flower are joined together, then the petals are separate. We can say that if the sepals of a flower are joined together, then its petals are separate. Its petals are separate. This is the correct statement. Okay. Now let's move to the F part. If the petals of a flower are joined together, then the pistil is joined to the petals. That is also not correct. If the petals of a flower are joined together, the pistil may or may not be joined to the petals. So you can write that. Okay, so let's write down the F part. If the petals of a flower are joined together, then the pistil may or may not be joined to the petals. To the petals. Okay, so these are the correct statements. So these are the correct statements we have written. Now let's move to the next question. Draw a leaf, a taproot, and a flower you have studied in table 7.3. Okay, so let's see. In table 7.3, you have seen the rose plant. Okay, so let's see the leaf. So we have to draw the leaf, the taproot, and the rose flower, because in table 7.3 we have this flower. So this is the leaf of a rose plant. Okay, the rose plant have the taproot. So this is the B part, the taproot, and this is the C part, that is the rose flower. Okay, the flower with separate petals. Okay, this is the leaf of the rose plant. You can see the leaf, the taproot, and the flower. Is that clear to everyone? After that, the next question is, can you find a plant in your house or in your neighborhood which has long but weak stem? Write its name. In which category would you classify it? In which category would you classify it? So you must have seen any flower which have, or any plant which have weak stem but long. Yes, there is one in my neighborhood, that is the Loki, also called the gourd. The gourd, okay, it have a long but weak stem. It needs support to grow. And the plant which needs support to grow are called, okay, the category in which we can classify it is called the climber. It belongs to the category of climber. Okay. Next question. What is the function of a stem in a plant? The function of stem in a plant. The very first function of the stem in a plant is it holds the plant upright. The plants are able to, stand upright because of the stem. Another thing, it helps in the conduction of water and minerals. It conducts water and minerals to the leaves. Because roots absorb the water and minerals and stem conducts them to the leaves. Is that clear? Also, it conducts food from the leaves to other parts of the plant. We know that, the food is prepared in the leaves, and from the leaves it is transported to other parts with the help of, it is conducted to the other parts with the help of stem. So the function of stem is, number one, it holds the plant upright. Number two, it conducts water and minerals to the leaves. Number three, it conducts food from the leaves to other part of the plants. Next question. Which of the following leaves have reticulate venation? Okay, all of you know what is reticulate venation. There is a mesh-like veins on the lamina. Okay, so let us see which of these have reticulate venation. Wheat, tulsi, maize, grass, coriander, and China rose. So let us see let us circle those which have the reticulate venation. So reticulate venation is shown by the leaves of tulsi. It is also shown by the coriander. It is also shown by the coriander. And it is also shown by the China rose. The China rose also have reticulate venation. So the next one we have is the China rose. So these three have reticulate venation. Is that clear to everyone? Okay. Moving forward, question number 6. If a plant has fibrous root, if a plant has fibrous root, what type of venation do its leaves likely to have? We know that the fibrous roots go with the parallel venation. The fibrous root, if the plant is having fibrous root, the leaves are most likely to have parallel venation. So the leaves venation would be parallel venation. Okay. Next question. If the plant leaves with reticulate venation, now the venation is given. Leaf venation is reticulate. What kind of roots will it have? We know that reticulate venation of the leaves go with the taproot system. So the answer is it would be having a taproot. Taproot system it will be having. Okay. Next question. Is it possible for you to recognize the leaves without seeing them? How? Okay, you cannot see the leaf, but is it possible to recognize them without seeing them? Okay, how we can do that? Yes, it is possible. We can find whether the plant is having taproot or fibrous roots. Okay, we can tell the venation. So plants which have flower are grass, maize, wheat, chili, tomato, tulsi, people, shisham, banyan, mango, jamun, guava, potato, lemon, banyan, papaya, pomegranate. Everything in the list is basically having the flowers. Okay. Next question. Name the part of the plant which produces its food. Name this process. Okay. The part of the plant which produces the food is the leaf. You all know that the food is prepared in the leaves, and the process of preparation of food by the plants in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. What is it called? Photosynthesis. In which part of a flower you are likely to find the ovary? In which part of the plant you are likely to find ovary? It is found in the lowermost part. Okay. That is the base of carpel. The base of the carpel is called the ovary, which is the swollen, okay, swollen part of the carpel. So it is the lowermost part of the plant where we find the ovary, which contains the female part. Okay, basically the ovules. Name two flowers, each with joined and separated sepals. Okay, first let us write down about the plant with joined sepals. If we talk about the plant with joined sepals, we have cotton. We have a plant, okay, the datura plant. Okay, there is a flower called sadabahar that also have the joined sepals. Now, the separated sepals, we have rose. Rose flower has separated sepals, and lotus. The lotus flower also have separated sepals. Okay, joint sepals, cotton, sadabahar, datura plant, flower, all they are having joint sepals, and separated sepals are having we see it in the case of rose and lotus. Okay, so I hope you all understood all the questions. Okay, ninth question, you can just see once again. Write the names of the parts of a flower. It is sepals, petals, stamen, pistil, and carpel. Okay, and rest of the things is understood. So all of you must have understood the solutions. So thank you very much and take care.